Before her death, Mother Teresa revealed a shocking secret that stunned the Pope and the entire Vatican. Known for her incredible influence and role as a peacemaker, she was remembered for her deep compassion and her work with the poor. Despite her reputation for kindness, she had a hidden anguish that troubled her deeply. Though she was seen as a saintly figure, rumors of a darker side followed her throughout her life. Before she passed away, she disclosed a startling secret that changed how people viewed her. Was it a hidden sin or a painful truth too difficult to ignore? Mother Teresa is celebrated for her efforts to alleviate poverty and suffering, which earned her the Nobel Peace Prize. She is admired by many around the world and is considered a saint by many Catholics who seek her intercession. However, her organization faced criticism over the quality of care provided and accusations of forced conversions and links to controversial figures. Mother Teresa's journey began on August 26, 1910, in the Ottoman Empire, where she was born as Angeș Bojaxiu, later known as Mother Teresa. She was baptized the day after her birth and later celebrated August 27 as her birthday. She was the youngest daughter of Nicol and Dranophile Bojaxiu. Her father, an influential figure in Albanian politics, passed away in 1919 when she was just 8 years old. Inspired by missionaries and their work in Bengal, she decided at the age of 12 to dedicate her life to religion, a commitment strengthened during a pilgrimage to the Black Virgin of Letnis on August 15, 1928 and 1928. When Teresa was 18, she left her home and traveled to Ireland to join the Sisters of Loreto at Rathfarnham Monastery. She wanted to learn English, which was necessary for her mission work in India. Sadly, she never saw her mother or sister again since her family moved from Skopje to Tirana in 1934. Teresa arrived in India in 1929 and began her training in Darjeeling, a peaceful place in the Himalayas. There, she learned Bengali and started teaching at Santa Teresa School, close to her convent. On May 24, 1931, she took her first vows and chose the name Teresa, inspired by Saint Therese of Lisieux. Since another sister had already taken that name, she used the Spanish version, a Teresa. Mother Teresa made her final vows on May 14, 1937, while teaching at the Loreto Convent School in Intili, near Calcutta. She was given the title of a mother, as per convent tradition. Although she enjoyed teaching, she was deeply troubled by the extreme poverty she saw in Kolkata. The Bengal famine of 1943 and the violence of Direct Action Day in 1946 strengthened her resolve to help those in need. During a train ride in 1946, she felt a strong calling to serve the poor in India. In 1950, after leaving her teaching position, she founded the Missionaries of Charity, known for their white saris with blue borders. On September 10, 1946, during a retreat, she felt a divine call to live among and help the destitute, a decision that deeply influenced her spiritual journey. Mother Teresa became known for her work with the poorest people, and she obtained Indian citizenship and basic medical training at Holy Family Hospital in Patna. She started her mission by opening a school in Kolkata and was soon joined by other young women, laying the foundation for a new religious community. Her work attracted the attention of Indian leaders, including the Prime Minister. October 7, 1950, Mother Teresa received approval from the Vatican to start a new religious group called the Missionaries of Charity. This group was dedicated to helping the hungry, poor, homeless, disabled, blind, lepers, and anyone who felt neglected or unloved by society. In 1952, she opened her first hospice to care for those in need. She and Kolkata officials turned an old Hindu temple into a home for the dying, which was later renamed Nirmal Hriday, or Home of the Pure Heart. At this hospice, everyone received medical care and could die with dignity, with their religious beliefs respected. Muslims received the Quran, Hindus were given water from the Ganges River, and Catholics received their last rites. Mother Teresa saw this as a beautiful way to allow people who had suffered to leave this world with love and compassion. She also founded Shanti Nijar, or a City of Peace, a special hospice for leprosy patients. The Missionaries of Charity set up leprosy clinics in Calcutta, providing medical care, bandages, and food. As more homeless children were found, the Missionaries of Charity took them in and established the Nirmala Shirshu, or Children's Shelter of the Immaculate Heart, in 1955 for orphans and homeless youth. In the 1960s, as the organization grew, they opened more hospices, orphanages, and leprosy clinics across India. Mother Teresa then expanded their work internationally, opening a house in Venezuela in 1965 and by 1968, had established homes in Rome, Italy, Tanzania, and Austria. Throughout the 1970s, they continued to expand to the United States, Asia, Africa, and Europe. In 1963, they founded the Missionary Brothers of Charity, and in 1976, a contemplative branch for the sisters was created. Both Catholics and non-Catholics joined Mother Teresa's mission, including sick and suffering collaborators. In 1981, she started the Corpus Christi movement for priests and, with Joseph Langford, established the Missionary Priests of Charity. In 1997, the Missionaries of Charity had about 4,000 sisters working in nearly 600 locations across 123 countries. In her later years, Mother Teresa helped people affected by famine in Ethiopia, the Chernobyl disaster, and conflicts in Guatemala, Kosovo, and South Africa. She was even a spiritual advisor to Princess Diana, who died just a week before her. However, Mother Teresa faced significant criticism, particularly from journalist Christopher Hitchens. In his 1994 documentary Hell's Angel and his 1995 book The Missionary Position, Hitchens accused her of making suffering seem more important than it was and claimed her homes lacked proper medical care, painkillers, and sanitary conditions. He also alleged that she tried to convert people to Catholicism, even without their consent. Despite these accusations, Mother Teresa never publicly addressed the criticism. Instead, she revealed a surprising personal struggle before her death. Her private letters, published in the book Mother Teresa, Come Be My Light, edited by Rev. Brian Kolodiajuk, showed that she experienced a deep crisis of faith for the last 50 years of her life. She doubted the existence of God and felt spiritually empty. Many theologians argue that these struggles actually highlight her dedication and humanity, rather than diminish her sainthood. In 2003, Pope John Paul II beatified Mother Teresa, a step toward becoming a saint, which was completed by Pope Francis in 2016. Mother Teresa remains a highly influential and controversial figure of the 20th century. Her life, filled with selfless service and personal doubt, continues to inspire and challenge people. Her final revelation adds depth and mystery to her remarkable story, showing that she remained deeply committed to her mission despite her internal struggles.